Here is double wallpaper cover machine, and here is collect the power. L1, L2, L3. L1, L2, 3 is the fair line, and N is low line. L1, L2, 3. L1, L2, L3 is fair line, and N is low line. N is low line, and here is the AC driver. Here is AC driver, and here is step motor control. Step motor, and here is the switch. Here is the power switch, and here is the face protection, and here is the switch, air switch, and here is the main power contactor. Here is the contactor, and the oil pump control the motor, and here is the contactor, and here is the relay. Solid state relay, control the heater, and here is the control the motor and others, knurling and so on. And here is the signal, and here is the PLC. Here is a double wall power, and the double wall power is 4 line, and here is the power. Here is the air compressor. Here the compressor collects for the air compressor. And here is ultrasonic. Collects here. And here is the total power on and urgent stop. And here is two start button to start the machine. And here is fade the paper. Turn on to fade the paper. Turn off to stop the fade the paper. And while it's turn over the paper, machine will stop while it's low paper. And here is stop, and here is a heater. Here is a heater on off. And here is a paper sack, and the indication. And here is inside the PLC control system. Here is inside the PLC control system. And here is a manual. There's a manual page, and here is IR page. There is IR page, and the next page. And here is angle. And here is the angle. Here is a parameter. And here is the angle. And here is the next page. Here is the next page, and here is for the angle 6. And here is the function set. Here is the function set alarm. Here is the function set for the alarm. And here is the angle. Angle is very important. Stop machine angle, and the next page. And first page. And then and we go to the English page. English page also like this. Here's for exist, and the production, and the clean reset, and alarm reset, and the speed, start, stop, and the cap blow out. And here is for the assistant, and the knurling follow, and the knurling controller, and knurling continuous. Here is already set. Ultrasonic on, and the cap drop, and spring glue, and oil pump continue work, and job, and here is a set. And here is a manual page to test, the machine, and here is the IR page, left page, and the left page, and here is the next page, previous page, IR. Here is output monitor. Here is input monitor. And here is the parameter setting. For the ultrasonic, for the spin, glue tank, and for the setting. And for the angle setting. And here is the angle. And the next page. and here is the last page, and here is the function set, Warning interface, and here's alarm record, and any problem alarm message. Okay, here is the fade paper and the sensor detect, and here is the sensor for the automatic working, and the hot air blow the sleeve out, and the sensor detects the double sleeve sealing, and this sensor detects that sensor detects the body lift to the mode. This sensor detects the body the double sleeve lift, and this sensor for discharge. Problem. And here is the silent oil fault. First fault. Silent oil touches silent oil, and here is the pre-fault, and here is for the double sleeve pre-fault, and for the double sleeve folding. And here is sensor detect this paper. Detect the paper and stack the cups. Here is detect the paper and then glue in and then stack the cups. And here's for discharge. This one for discharge. Transfer to the turntable. Here's the sensor detect. This sensor detects the sleeve. Only have double sleeve, and here the motor spray the glue. Here's a circle, rotate a circle, and you see that here's foil, here's the hole, and spray the glue on the double sleeve inside, and then only the sensor detects the sleeve, and here we will suck the cups. Here the four cylinder will release one cups, and here will suck. Here is suck. Here's the sucker. Here will suck one cups. And then this one and this one together to insert the sleeve. And here for insert the sleeve. And here is for discharge the cups. And here you see here is a pipe. Here is a pipe for the water glue. Water glue is here. Water glue is comes from here, and collect to the. This is air compressor. This is an air compressor pipe, and collect to this one. Here is a compressor. Here is a water glue tank. Here's for the compressor tank, and this one is the water glue out. Water glue out to here, and then come to here, Water glue inside, into this wheel. Water glue into this wheel, and then we'll voltage. This motor control voltage to the sleeve, double sleeve. And here's oil, automatic oil system. And this sensor is for the control the cups, feed the cups. For the double wall, for the automatic feed system. This one can feed manually, and also here is feed automatic. And this one is sensor to collect. This one sensor collect to this face. This one sensor to the cup feeder system. Here. For this one in out. For collect to this control system. And this one is the power. This one is the power control. Power is here is the power. See, one is power and one is for the sensor. Here is one for the power and for the sensor. And here is the compressor. Here is the compressor pipe. And here is control. Here's collect the cups. And here set the pan. Here is the filter pan open. And here is the motor feed. Here is the cylinder. Here's the cylinder control. Cylinder feed the cups to the belt, to the conveyor belt. and the belt control, and then blower, and then blower. The blower blow the cups, blow the cups, and feed to the double wall, feed the single wall cups. Here is collect the single wall cups, and drop to here. And here is control the fan and seat, control the fan and seat. And here is the lift, feed to the belt. And here is the control the speed, control the feed speed, control the feed speed. And here is the blower blow at the air, blow the wind, blow the cups, feed. And here's the motor control, the speed control. Here's the motor and controlled by the feed speed, cup feed speed. And here is the cup collector. Cup collector also have the power. Also have the power control. Also have the power and also have the compressor. Also have the power and compressor. Power and the compressor. And also for the paper cup machine. Paper cup machine, here is the compressor. Here is the compressor. Feed from here, compressor. Here is the two filter. And here is the power inside. Here is the power inside. Here is the power collect. L1, L2, L3, and low, and N low, 0, and low line. L1, L2, 3, and there is also PE line. There is also PE line. And the paper cup version total power. And here is a alarm switch, and here is the touch screen. Here is a touch screen, and here is the control panel. Here is the control panel. Here is the air switch to turn on, and air sack paper, and here is the stop, and urgent stop, and start, two buttons. Two start buttons to start the machine, and the jog button. And here is the heating system. Hit 1, hit 2, hit 3, and hit 4. And here is the remote controller. And here is the remote controller. Urgent stop, jog absolute working. And the paper sack, track paper, and the reversal. Here is also the stop. Here is also have the button. Jog, sack paper, and stop, and urgent stop, and also control. Paper cup machine have many. Here is the sensor. Here is the sensor for the paper sack. Urgent for the paper sack. Paper sack to control the system. And here is for the sensor for the cup sleeve, cup side wall sealing. And here is the cyanic oil. Here is cyanic oil for the sponge. Cyanic oil controlled by the valve, and then come to the sponge. Sponge touch the paper, touch the sleeve paper top, and the sealing. And here is the sensor for the cup body sealing. And here is sensor for discharge, and so also. And here is the sensor for the low bottom, for the feed bottom, for the low. Here is a lift to the mold, and there is low bottom. Auto stop. And here's for discharge. And here is for the double wall. Here is a paper feed system. Feed the paper from here. Feed paper and here and here. And insert. The upside is P film, and here is feeder. And here is here you can use feed here and insert. And inside and the sensor control, and the sensor control, and then is bottom cuts. and here. Here is sensor. Detect the cap sleeve and then bottom feed. The step motor. Step motor feed the bottom. Okay, and then after the cap finish, and then feed to here. Feed the double wall. Okay, here is the here feed the single wall, and then feed by blower to the double wall, and then double wall blower to the fiber double wall, fiber control. So here is the hole. Right.